Hey folks, Wally DM here, and today our adventuring party is trying to infiltrate a cult that's hiding out in the basement of a famous pie shop. Now today's puzzle and the menu for the Jolly Rats Pub was submitted by Toes Meat Water, a valued member of our Discord. So if you'd like to see the written portion of this puzzle along with the menu for the Jolly Rats Pub, you can find that in the puzzle room section of our Discord community. And a big shout out and thanks to Toes Meat Water for allowing me to record and put this puzzle on my channel. This is a fun one and I'm super excited to share it with you. So today's puzzle is going to take place at the Jolly Rats Pub. Now this is more of a pie establishment than a pub or an inn or a place to get drinks, and it's very well known for their pies. We have both savory pies such as beef, chicken, and lamb, as well as sweet pies like apple, blueberry, chocolate, and lemon. Now our PCs have discovered that a bunch of cultists have a hideout in the basement of the Jolly Rats Pub, and they need to get down there to investigate. However, the only entrance to the basement is through a door behind the bar. Now again, the Jolly Rats Pub is extremely famous for their pies, and in addition to their regular menu, they also have a daily special. The sign for the special always lists two things: the daily special, which is going to be a type of a pie that's not on the regular menu, and any limitations for today's menu, which is going to be something such as no cheese or only double flavors. However, there is no price listed for the special. Now, one of the things that we should probably take into consideration if we run this puzzle is that we need to make sure that the players understand that this needs to be a discreet operation. There's been quite a few times over my gaming career that given this type of a situation, knowing that there's some type of a cult down in the basement, that the characters would probably either force their way down or maybe go up to the chef or the bartender or some of the patrons and start to intimidate them. I would be interested to know how you would handle these type of situations, so be sure to leave a comment below. But let's get back to the puzzle. So if our characters were to spend some time simply observing what's going on in the Jolly Rats Pub, they're going to notice that there are certain individuals that will come up and ask about the special, and the chef will give them a price in coppers, and most of the time that individual won't even order the special, they'll order something else that's on the menu. For those that do ask about today's special but end up ordering off of the regular menu, those are usually the NPCs that are going through the door and down into the basement. NPCs that do end up ordering the special usually have a seat, they'll eat their pie, and then eventually they'll head out the door. So let's assume that our adventurers are going to sit and observe, and they watch the next three NPCs come up and order some pie. Again, through observation, they're going to notice a pattern. Usually those that do order off of today's special are going to sit, they're going to eat their pie, or they're going to take it to go. Regardless, none of those NPCs head down the door into the basement. The ones that do end up going through the door and down into the basement are the ones that usually ask about the special, find out how much it is, and then order something that's on the regular menu. So let's begin with our merchant here in purple. They're going to come up, they're going to ask the chef what today's special is, and the chef is going to point to today's special menu and is going to say that it is cherry pie, double flavors only today, and that would be 5 copper. The merchant would think for a little bit and then look at the regular menu, order a mango and peach pie, take it, and then head down the stairs and into the basement. Our next individual is going to take a look at today's special, and the chef's going to tell him it's cherry pie, double flavors only today, and that would be 3 copper. This NPC is going to order the coconut and cream, take it with them, and head downstairs into the basement. So now that you're seeing the pattern and how this works, let's change today's special. So rather than the cherry pie, let's say that today's special is a spinach pie, no cheese today. Our next merchant is going to come up and ask the chef what is today's special. The chef will reply that it is spinach pie, no cheese today, and that would be 6 copper pieces. Our merchant's going to think for a little bit, look over at the regular menu, order a mushroom pie, and they're going to take that mushroom pie, head over to the door, it's going to open, and they're going to travel down into the basement. Let's give a couple more examples before we go over the solution. Let's say our next character comes up and they ask what the special is, and perhaps they order the special or something off of the menu, but instead of going down the basement, they come over here and they sit, they eat their pie, and perhaps they leave, or they may take the pie with them to go. However, our next person comes up, they're going to ask what today's special is, and again, the chef is going to say that it is a spinach pie, but no cheese today, and that would be 4 copper pieces, and the customer is going to look at the special, look over at the main menu, and they are going to order a pie with lamb. The chef's going to give them the pie, they're going to head over to the door, and go down into the basement. So now that our characters have sat and observed and watched at least 4 customers order a specific pie and then head down into the basement, do you know how to solve the puzzle? How would you use this menu to order and get the correct password to go down in the basement? I'll give you a second to figure it out. Did you get it? Great. Let's go over the answer. So let's say that our characters have things figured out. They're going to get in line to order a pie. So in order to solve this puzzle or to figure out the pattern as to what to order to get down into the basement, the characters are going to need to put together that all the patrons who are allowed back asked about the price of the special and then they didn't order it. They're also going to need to figure out how the fluctuating price impacts the choice of the pie and make sure they consider the day's limitations. So if you recall, we had characters that were looking at either the cherry pie that was a special or the spinach pie, but it seemed like the chef gave out a different value with regards to copper pieces before letting them back through the door. So with that in mind, and then taking a look at our menu, we're going to be able to figure out what to order in order to infiltrate the cultist secret hideout in the basement. So let's go back to the cherry pie with double flavors only. Let's say our druid comes up, asks about the special. The chef says it's going to be cherry pie with double flavors only today, and they're going to ask how much that is. The chef is going to tell them that it's going to be 5 copper pieces. So taking a look at our menu, if we look at the sweet side, because a cherry pie would be considered sweet as opposed to savory, we're going to look at double flavors only today. So if we look at the double flavors only, we count down 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th one is mango and peach. So if our druid orders the mango and peach, then this door is going to open and they're going to be able to go down into the basement. So then let's say our fighter comes up and asks about today's special. The chef says that it's cherry pie, double flavors only, and he says that will be 7 copper pieces. So looking at our menu again, since it's a cherry pie, it's on the sweet side, and we're going to count 7 because he said 7 copper pieces. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's going to be strawberry and chocolate. So if our fighter orders the strawberry and chocolate, the door is going to open, and that character is going to be able to go down into the basement. So for our last example, let's take a look at today's special and assume that it's the spinach pie, no cheese today. So our druid is going to ask the chef what today's special is. The chef will tell the druid that it is spinach pie, no cheese today, and that will be 2 copper pieces. So if we look at our menu, we're going to look at the savory side this time because a spinach pie is more on the savory side, not the sweet. And we're going to ignore anything that has cheese in it because no cheese today. So we're going to count down 2. We've got beef, which is 1. We're going to skip the cheddar, and then chicken. So if our character orders the chicken pie, then that door is going to open, and that character is going to be able to go down into the basement. So that's all I have for you today. What did you think of the puzzle? Is this something that you could use in your game? And if so, what would you do differently? And once again, thank you to Toes Meat Water for allowing me to present this puzzle on my channel. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. Thank you very much for watching, and on to the next.